So Donald Trump wants to take down all of the things in the Smithsonian. Yeah, as it regards to black people. That's fine. Because now even more of the information is coming out. First of all, I want to say something. The reason why, have you ever thought about the reason why we are so despised, so feared? Have you ever really thought about that? Is it just racism? Or are we woke about the wrong things? Wait a minute, hold on, honey. Something crawling on me. Okay. Oh, but I want to ask you that question. See, the deal is, they know who we are, but many times, most of us do not. Have you ever stopped to wonder why the Christ is depicted as a blonde-haired, blue-eyed character, and God is depicted as this being that is white, that all of the disciples were British or something like that? Have you ever stopped to wonder, when did God turn white?
When God turned white. If ancient Persia remembered the Israelites as black, then how did we forget? How did the children of Cush, the sons of Jacob, once described with bronze skin and coiled hair, become pale figures with flowing blonde locks draped in royal blue? The answer begins in paint and ends in power. Let's begin in Renaissance Europe. By the 1400s, Christianity had become not just a religion, but a political tool wielded by monarchs, popes, and empires. It was no longer about remembering God's people. It was about controlling the image of God himself. So the artists got to work. Look at Leonardo da Vinci's Last Supper. Jesus sitting among his disciples is pale-skinned, narrow-faced, and European in every detail. His disciples, the same. No traces of desert sun, no features of the Middle East, certainly no echoes of Cush or Ethiopia. It is not a scene from ancient Judea. It is a dinner party in Florence. But go back a few centuries earlier and you'll see something different. In the oldest Christian churches of Ethiopia, Jesus is shown with deep brown skin, woolly hair, and eyes shaped like those of the people around him. The apostles look like sons of Africa, not citizens of Rome. Even in early Coptic art from Egypt, Mary and baby Jesus are dark-skinned. In catacomb paintings from the 2nd and 3rd centuries, the Messiah has features more Semitic or African than any later European reinterpretation. So what changed? The turning point came with Constantine. When Christianity became the official religion of the Roman Empire, it began to serve a new master imperial politics. And in the centuries that followed, as the empire's center of gravity shifted north and west, so too did its image of the divine. God, they decided, should look like us. Not us as in the ancient Israelites, not us as in the Hebrews of Persia's scrolls, but us as in the lords of Western Europe. This wasn't just about art, it was about authority. Because if the image of holiness could be whitewashed, then so could the story of who God favored. If Jesus looked like Caesar, then Caesar could claim divine right, and suddenly being chosen looked like being European. But there's more. During the height of colonial expansion, religious justification became key. How could a Christian empire enslave millions of black bodies, unless it first made them seem spiritually inferior? Enter the new imagery. Missionaries brought with them not just the Bible, but pictures. And in these pictures, Jesus was blonde, Moses was white, the prophets wore European robes. What the sword could not conquer, the image subdued. Let's talk about Moses for a moment. In the Bible, Moses was raised in Pharaoh's household among Egyptians. When he fled into Midian, the locals mistook him for an Egyptian. So let's ask the obvious, what did Egyptians look like? Look at ancient Egyptian art. Dark skin, coiled hair, broad noses, features you'd now call African. If Moses passed as Egyptian, then he likely looked the same. Yet how many films still cast him as a white man? Charlton Heston, Christian Bale, Liam Neeson. Why? Because to depict Moses as black is to dismantle centuries of constructed supremacy.
So see, there's plenty of reasons for folks to actually despise us. And racism solely is not the issue. It is disguised as that, but that's not the issue. Again, they know who we are, huh? Many of us do not. And it is written, the people perish because of a lack of knowledge. And though those 22 books may be missing in the Bible. Naturally, your girl found them. Okay. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put things in different parts. And so since he wants to remove things from the Smithsonian, I'm glad he did, because it actually just catapulted me and other content creators to go on there and put out the real news, the news that we all need to see. But I also will tell you, as this goes on, as I continue to share what I have been learning, I need to also tell us that the reason that we may have gone into enslavement is beyond what we initially thought. All right, y'all. Y'all know me. Power to the people. Power to the people, baby. I'm about to get this knowledge because I feel like this. Once we really, really know, all of us as a unit, who we really are. You know, we say, yeah, we come from kings and queens. But do you understand that? No, I don't think you do, because I certainly didn't, and I'm a history buff. Okay? Power.